Okay, so podcast number 11, right?
Yep.
Is it 11?
It's 11.
I know I keep on saying it every time. I should know that before I walk in. Welcome, everybody. Lots happened since the last podcast. We have some big things that we did. We had our own private track day, first one this year for us.
Yep.
We had a Middleton Motorsports track day at Blackhawk Farms in South Beloit, which is a local track. You might know it more than I do, Chuck, but great little track. Yeah. What, it was a mile and 1.3, 1.4 miles. Yeah, so first private track day for us. We have two this year. We have one at Blackhawk. We may have another at Blackhawk. We're kind of talking about that still. And then we have one later in the year at Road America. So we like to keep those for our customers, our clients, as well as our own little group here that we run with.
It's a good time to do our R&D, see if torture test some of the parts that we do for our builds.
Absolutely. We had Wednesday out there, which is a 900R package, GT500 that we put the GT350 front motors and pads and everything on it.
It's always fun because that group, there's a group of customers from Skipper Buds. If you need a boat, go to them.
Yeah,
that's a plug for them.
Great prices.
But it's funny because at each track they have a trophy that goes around with them.
Do they really? Yeah. I didn't know that.
So it's a traveling trophy for whoever has the lowest lap times.
Oh,
so
wow!
I always cater more to There's my tiers. They're like, okay, they bought the car from us.
Oh, you're going
they
there.
They service the vehicle
okay,
from us.
That's fair.
So I put a lot of energy into trying to make sure that our builds get the trophy each week. So
now
there was a lot of talk that the 900R was going to get beat, but he came out with a trophy.
Through with the victory.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that. Now they're all fairly equal, right? I mean, like.
Yeah,
skill set wise, I think they're all like.
I think the only difference is the car builds and how they do. Yeah,
and how they drive them.
Yeah, so I think it's a pretty up in the air who's going to win the track stuff.
No wonder they talk about their times often.
Yes.
I didn't realize we all are chasing personal bests, but they definitely talk about their times more.
Yeah, they have a
great group of guys.
The trophy's big too.
Is it really?
It's been strapped into Wednesday's passenger seat every time in the last few years. Yeah,
really. So the Wednesday is our AKA our 900R build GT500. Todd's had it here a few times. He basically says throw whatever you guys are R&Ding at it after it's done being R&D'd.
Yeah.
The latest was a 350 front. Like I said, front rotors, pads, brakes, just lighten up the front end a little bit, and then we also did rear bushing. So I think the back of his car. Suspension is completely solid now.
Yes.
Which is pure race car.
Yeah, he loves it.
Yeah, he loves it.
Yeah, so every time he's done, he's one of the best advocates.
Yeah.
If you're on our social media, Instagram, he's always going nuts.
And it's got a great theme, right? It's one of the most loved cars when we're ever at an event. It's all, matte black with white stripes and white cage in there
violently
now.
Loud.
Violently loud.
Fits the whole thing.
Violently loud. Borla exhaust with Air H headers. Straight back. It's just insane. Awesome though.
Yeah.
But so he's got the trophy.
Yes, he's got the trophy right now. So going to Road America. Andy Newman has a new car.
Right.
He's going to be attacking him and trying to get the time, and then
Andy's having some service. So Andy stepped up a little notch, right? Because he is now servicing our car with us. He didn't buy it necessarily, but he is servicing it with us. So that's. Maybe
Todd's probably, if Todd watches this, it's like he's gonna be like, yeah, let's see the graph of him versus me.
Yeah, well, no, the
Todd
graph
still wins.
I'm trying to give Andy a little bit of a shout.
Yeah, exactly.
But Todd did send a text to us to say detune Andy's car.
Yeah.
So Andy, sorry, but we detuned.
I'm not sure it's gonna be close in the straightaways. No. Honestly, Todd's got over 900.
Right. Andy's car, for those listening, is a
757
Callaway Corvette Z06 Callaway, or do they even call it a Z06 anymore? If it's a Callaway
build, supercharged.
Nice car.
Yeah,
nice car. So wow. So they have they have Andy, two Andys, Eric, and Todd. Those are the four that pass the trophy?
Yep. It's funny because they never seem to allow me to be a part of this trophy club.
I mean, come on.
We always
you're
joke about
a few seconds ahead of them, and I'm being very generous to them. We need our own trophy with a handicap like golf.
I'm not sure any of us can handle that.
No, we should have a handicap.
Oh, with a handicap.
Yeah, with a handicap.
Just like my play
You
golf.
see
It's
all
like,
my runs around Road America. I'm handicapped. Well, I have a car handicap. That's fair.
you get the handicap. You
Yeah,
have the
the
3RS. You gotta
Yeah,
I gotta take seconds off
That's
mine.
fair, but I'm not as good a driver. I push, but not.
We'll see.
Not. Yeah.
We'll get there.
But okay, so for those of you out there who may or may not be interested, renting Blackhawk, we rent it now. We're going through the experience of renting both Blackhawk and Road America. If, in my opinion, I don't do much. You usually handle the Blackhawk rental.
Yep.
I'm handling the Road America rental. That's much more.
There's more
I would say
involved in
I
it.
don't know, but more involved, like
Blackhawk just
insurance.
has, Blackhawk has all the insurance covered. You just write them a check.
Okay, yeah, Road America doesn't
They
do
just
it that way.
the only other thing like admin have to do is give them a list of whoever's coming on the property that day. So I just had to make sure that everybody's on the list. That's it. With you had to get insurance.
Oh,
and
we had
this,
our
the
own
agenda.
insurance, their insurance, the of course the agenda for the day, catering, not catering, drones, no drone, photos, where we can photo. There's a lot going on with Road
I
America.
can't wait to we go and hear Mike, the guys in charge of safety. I can't wait for the drone talk. It would be like, we signed up for
Yeah, we
drones.
got drones.
We finally can say we can use
Right.
drones.
That's insane.
But I think we have to have it has to be a certified drone pilot, right? Which Smiley is.
yes.
Yeah, to fly it there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely certified.
It'd be fun. We got some crazy we have some. I'm not gonna. We won't talk about who, but if everybody comes that says they're coming, we got some insane stuff coming.
No, it'll be cool. Like, we have
Lamborghini team potentially coming?
Race team, Lamborghini race team. I know we
That'd be
have 3 992 RSs
Yep,
there.
that'll be fun.
We have other Porsche RSs,
And then all of our other builds.
and then all the bills. So I mean, and with no more than 15 people
Yeah,
on the track.
right. It's gonna be
not
good.
at one time, but
Yeah.
throughout the day. But
to
going
relate,
back,
to relate though, we're going on Thursday to a track event for an open track day, which usually we get some good running space, and I think there's 70
Yeah.
people on that on Thursday
on that day,
on 4th of July.
it's a little different than
What a way
15,
to spend the 4th of July, pure America, Road America.
right?
That'll be fun.
It's gonna be cool. So
Did you tell your wife that it was for work?
yeah. I
kinda
didn't tell
hard
my
to
wife
get-
anything yet. Now they
Now
know.
she's gonna know.
Yeah, now
It's
where are you
work.
going, Jim? I thought we were
Going to
weren't
work.
off. You don't take off.
I
on
drove by the
July
dealership
4th.
and everything's closed.
Yeah, no, I thought
Oh,
we
we're
were
working. We are.
Yeah, we're open July
technically
4th,
working.
5th, 6th, and 7th.
Mandatory.
Yeah, work days. So yeah, that's could be in worse places, I guess. But yeah, so renting Blackhawk is possible if you're in this area, or Chicagoland area, or somewhere else. You know,
Yeah.
call them up down there. It seems a little bit easier. I mean, Road America is not difficult, just a little time consuming. A little difference in price, of course. Difference in track. I think. Look, there's risk everywhere you go, so I can't say like Road America is more dangerous or not. It's a little faster, so maybe there's more risk on speed, but
Yeah.
you need good quality cars. But yeah, renting the track, you decided to do this one
Last
like
minute.
a couple weeks before we actually pulled it off.
Well, I didn't realize it though when I signed up for it. We were at Nordstern, and then I didn't realize that I signed us up to be at the track 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, what a terrible thing to have to do is go to the track on 3
Yeah.
weeks in a row and then end it with 4 days in a row.
Right.
After the 4 days, though, I have a pro-am golf tournament on Monday. I'm in Stevens Point, so I'm going to have 4 days of track.
And then
you know,
back-
how sore your arms are from driving after, let alone a day, 2 days, 3 days, 4
totally.
days.
Absolutely.
I'm going to need a handicap.
That's tough. It's a tough life.
Tough
dude.
life.
That's a
It
tough
is.
life. Well, how come I'm not playing in the program? That's what I wanna know. Like,
Oh yeah, invited the pro at Blackhawk has his favorite people he calls, and I happen to be one of them.
yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So yeah, it was a good day. We had a little bit of rain in the morning, which was fun because when you have we didn't have many cars there. We had like 8 cars maybe.
Yeah.
And we had some. I'll talk about some on my side. Some newbies on the track, which was fun to share.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
But when we got there, opened at 8, 9 on the track, hot track. I think it was wet until maybe 10:30, 11, maybe. And it was fun to take the cars out.
Oh, yeah.
There were some folks there with slicks, which you just can't take out. But you and I and a couple other cars maybe, or you and I primarily were out there having some fun. It was slick.
Yeah, it was
I
definitely.
mean, you're kind of drifting every turn a little bit.
It definitely helps.
car control.
Yeah, car control for sure.
Yeah, I would
I gave some
recommend
rides,
if you
yeah.
don't look, it's not what we all wish for when you go to a track day and it rains, but don't underestimate
Make the best of it.
making the best of it.
Yeah. And they even mentioned that. They're like, hey, we've had days it's rained half the day, whole day, and it turns out a lot of the time people have most of the fun when it's raining.
Right. Right.
Just something different. I was giving rides to a couple of employees that came up, and they were laughing quite a bit.
Yeah, it was a
in the
fun time.
passenger seat.
It was a fun time. And also we were able to have, so it rained and then it dried up and then it was like hammered to the floor after that. But we also had my son who came up with his car and his friend, and they've never been on the track before. So we had a little coaching session,
Yep.
dad-son coaching session
Nice.
before. And
Is that
then-
when I chased them down in the Raptor F-150?
Yeah, you were chasing
was
him down
fun.
in the Raptor, but that was okay by me.
Yeah, it was fun.
But he was out there and he did 4 good sessions and in an E36, 1997 E36 that had 160,000 miles on it.
For all the E36 people out there, it smells like an E36.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you get in those cars, they're all smell the same.
It's pretty clean car.
Yeah,
You've seen it.
It's very clean.
But it handled, the whole day.
Yeah, it worked.
I mean, 8 laps at a session and
He did a few sessions. I
yeah,
think he did at least.
scrubbed the tires, got them. The tires were cracking,
Yeah, yeah.
but they're like from
Yeah,
20,
19.
2017 or something. I don't know. But anyway, that was fun, and it's fun because they really appreciated it. I know
yeah, that was good.
Brian's friend Mason appreciated it as well, and it was good to get him out on the track.
Braden had been on the track before, but Braden got out.
Yep, and then I was going to say Braden and Danny. I don't know, Braden, have you been on the track before?
Never driven that track.
And I had a chance to go passenger seat with Braden.
Yeah.
I got him a
And-
black flag.
You did?
I did.
He was going to ask him about how he felt about how it was, but I think one of the biggest surprises of the day was he has a GR86 2024 or 2020? 2024. You've seen it on our channel before. That thing was fantastic.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
It was fun. It was fun following Braden, but I got him in trouble because I was in my RS and I was coming behind, and I was just trying. He didn't have a timer or a lap. He didn't have the Garmin hooked up, so I was just trying to pace with him to give him an idea of what lap times. But he thought I was wanting to go by, so you get out of the way and point. And I'm like, no, go, go, go! I'm timing you. So they thought that he was maybe holding me up, and then he went offline, and they wanted him to stay online for the pass. But I kind of got him in trouble a little bit. But
Well, I mean,
I went up to the starter and I was like, that is 100% my fault.
Yeah.
And they were laughing. But
nothing like pressuring a person who's on the track for the first time right up. No, don't worry about me. I'm just right behind you. Like
I gave him like 4 car lengths.
that's still in the mirror. That's pretty tight on a track.
You got 130s.
Yeah, he was moving along. I mean, did you? What
He didn't
was the
listen-
biggest surprise? What was like? What did you feel coming out of that?
I think the biggest surprise is honestly just the braking.
Yeah.
It's just
Just
like
how good it is.
just how, yeah. I mean, you just never really take a car like that on the road. Like you don't do that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You never do the full send in braking.
I think we've said that
Yeah.
before. It's not the acceleration.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the braking when you get
Yes.
into the turn.
And I'll say, like, on the RS cars, like, some of the corners they do, it's like, you kind of, like, that shouldn't do that.
It kind of goes against any intuition
physics,
or any.
but you got the
yeah.
rear toe. But no, it was fun following around, Braden and stuff. And, like, you had the lines figured out pretty well.
Yeah.
Like, my guess is you've played
was
a
his
few
coach.
video games before.
No, it was his, it was
Yeah,
his
he's-
coach.
he-
It was his coach.
Oh, it was the coach?
That was partially it. too.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
It was the video games.
It was a video game. Wait, does
Forza.
Blackhawk on like Forza?
No.
Oh, okay, so that's funny.
It's funny because when we went to Coda just to learn the turns, I was on PlayStation. I was playing the
Sure.
PS5, and
Heck
I was
yeah.
just driving the track.
Why
I did
not?
a 130 something lap time in my F1 car.
Not bad. That's cutting you didn't go through any turns. But Blackhawk turn, you would know maybe better than I would, but like it's like turn 4 or 5. It's the carousel in the back. It's sneaky because if you don't haven't driven it before, it's a what is it called when the turn gets more aggressive?
Kind of like a double apex almost.
Yeah,
'cause
but
you come out
it
and then you have to
tightens
come back in.
as the
Yes.
turn goes along. So you can kind of go in faster than you think.
Yep.
And then you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, I'm there. And
Like,
then you
I gotta like trail brake even further.
and then hit
That's a little tricky spot, but no, Braden did really well. Everybody did well, and knock on wood, everybody was safe. We only had one incident,
it. Yeah,
which was disappointing.
blocked. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we weren't sure.
He's
We-
not one of our own.
Yeah, no, well, yeah, I got kind of blocked for 3 laps.
I black flagged him myself.
did.
And yeah.
Brian was telling me that story that the radio, there were flaggers at Blackhawk. Like
When
there's
you rent
three
the
of them.
track, you get the radio to talk to him. So I'm
Yes.
like, black flag.
No, but tell like the first lap around, okay,
Yeah.
Second everybody's
lap
looking,
around.
and then the second lap around, the flaggers are talking to each other on the mics, like, oh,
And then I
blue
hear
flag,
the thing say,
blue flag. Then the third, blue and yellow, which is the
Let 'em
car
by.
coming up fast behind you. And then the third lap, you
I get
grab
on the radio.
You get
I
on
said,
the radio.
black flag this guy, get him off the track.
Right.
We don't pay for private track days to get blocked. On
No,
our own
for 3
stuff.
laps.
Yeah. No.
And I will
we were
positive
patient for two.
intent, and I'll believe that he didn't see me.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty hard not to see, the car behind
Well,
you.
you were
Braden-
weaving
Braden
back and
says
forth, too.
bullshit. He called
Yeah.
bullshit on that. He goes,
Yeah.
he knew,
Oh,
and only
100%.
he knew.
Oh yeah.
And if he did, then that's kind of bullshit. But
Hey.
yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's why we say for track days, you got to check the ego.
The
As
ego's
hard as
gone.
it is,
Yeah.
you got to check the ego because it's unsafe. And it was probably unsafe for me because I'm getting angry and I'm getting closer.
It was funny because we were like, oh, he's on his angry lap after you got by. We were like, he's on an angry lap.
Yes.
Was that your best lap
It
of the
was
day
my
too?
best lap. It was my best lap of the day.
It was right afterwards.
Yes. I was definitely not behind him. Was
No.
not the best lap of my day. But yeah, so that was good. Anything else on Blackhawk, Chuck?
No, it's just
Fun little
I mean,
track.
it's like it is a smaller track. Like it's not like the Road Americas, but like we've gone there a few times, so they all love us because we buy them all lunch and we take care of the people and respect the people at the track. But they let us do kind of whatever we want. I was doing laps in Raptor F-150s. I did laps in my moped, and it's everybody got a kick out of it. So it's like, you get a little bit more leeway. I don't think we'll get that type of leeway at Road America as much, but like. Because they have to be, it's a little bit more of the track. But there's something about going to Blackhawk. It's just a fun day, and you can just go out and mess around. We've done some some public days at Blackhawk, and you can still get some laps, but you're just constantly catching people,
Right.
Because there's just
Well-
people on the track with different speed cars.
I've been there we've all been there a few times, and I've said to you, like, I don't know if I'm going to drive there. It just seems to be a track that, I don't know, just not wasn't for me. And I don't know why, other than it's pretty rough on your car, and it's not a smooth surface. But I had a blast. Like,
Yeah, it was fun.
it was fun this last time. A lot of fun. Braden, you had some fun there?
I had a lot of fun.
Would you go, you have another track day set up for your car?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Ozarks.
Sweet.
Yeah.
He's gonna test it out before we get to go.
I don't think so.
No, it's a month after you.
A month after us.
Yeah, so
Oh,
it's October.
so we'll give you
That's too bad.
We'll give you the insight.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we're gonna give you the lowdown.
Yes, but that's cool. Then that came with the car, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's another thing that's nice.
And the GT Ford does a nice job with that too. They don't let you pick any track.
But
though.
you get to drive your own car, right?
Yeah.
That's one thing I mean, no offense. Ford does a really good program, but like for me, I like to drive my own car and create the experience and the
No, come on,
memories of my
dude.
own
You
car.
haven't gone to a place where you don't have to drive your own.
Oh, dude,
Just
you know-
imagine if you were
I
driving
have. No,
Ford's car.
I have.
Come on.
No, I
dude.
have. At
Yeah,
all- no,
so you can't
so-
tell me that's not better.
No,
Like,
but they get scared when I do.
Yes,
No, because
well, that's what I'm saying.
I have a video. So Will and I. So they used to take us out to Dearborn Proving Grounds, and then they would give us the
Sweet.
different laps. So one time we were out in Vegas, and there was like the new Edge ST or whatever, and they had a race track. I'm like, Will, let's go. So I get Will of all people. So he has been around the track. in there.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
I
Will
literally,
refuses to go on
because
the track.
they wanted to slow people down, so they had like a lap time they wanted you to hit, or whatever. And I said, we're going for the fastest lap ever. I'm not kidding you. We're on every rumble strip, like literally sawing. We paired our music to play music. Had it blasting. We pulled up there, and the
That's
brakes
hilarious.
are smoking on this thing. And
What was it? An Edge ST?
It was Edge ST.
Oh my god.
So or an Edge Sport at the time,
Yeah.
and we pull off, and the guy's like, "That is the most insane lap we've ever seen out here." And it was like this trophy thing. They're like, "You can have it." They're like, it was supposed to be for the person closest to this time. They're like, "That was the
No,
coolest thing
yeah.
we've ever seen." Like literally on the
I
limit.
can imagine Will was just like going crazy because he doesn't.
It was
Was
it
he,
was
like,
during the
hold off or
lawsuit,
do
so
it?
he didn't care. He was like,
That was
He's
crazy,
like,
Will?
he didn't care. That was
That's
crazy. He
funny.
didn't care. He'd probably be happy if we rolled it. Like whatever, we don't have to go back to the
That's
courthouse.
funny. That's
But
funny.
yeah, no, that's funny.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
running a Ford vehicle.
Oh, dude,
I mean,
it's
running
not-
yours is cool. but
There's nothing more fun than
beating
yeah.
on someone else's. And they tell you, drive it like you stole it.
Yeah.
Really? Okay,
Exactly.
here we go. But cool. So you're heading to Ozarks. You like Blackhawk. Good experience.
Yeah.
You gonna drive on our private day at Road America? You gotta do some laps up there.
I'll probably do a couple. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one where like with the brakes, it's like
Yeah.
you gotta really
You
test
wanna
those
make sure,
brakes.
yeah. Oof.
But
Yeah, so we're heading to Road America. Before we sum this up, heading to Road America here Thursday. We'll be up there Thursday, Friday, Saturday for Shelby
And Sunday.
Northwood Shelby Club.
They're doing a really good
They do
program.
a really nice job.
If
Really
anybody's
nice job.
I mean, if they're still tuned in, you can. If there was like an event to get out on Road America to do, I'd probably pick a Northwoods
that's good.
event.
They do a really nice job.
Yeah.
And it's a fun event, and there's a lot of people up there, and it's
And they're
good
they're
time.
good about getting the right people in the right groups.
They
and they'll
do.
pull you out if you're not
They do.
respectful and stuff.
They do. And then that's about it. Want to thank that's about it. Anything else? Good? Anything else, Braden?
Nope. I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So cool. And thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, I want to thank our sponsors, Middleton Ford, of course. Come on. Is there any other sponsor than
No.
that? Okay. Is there anyone else? Wheel Pros. Wheel Pros hooks me
Wheel
up all
Pros
the
is
time.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get me some
What
good
are
tires
like?
and wheels.
We should do one with
FCK Light Bar.
all the vendors that we deal with. Fab Speed's been coming
Fab
out pretty
Speed,
good. They're starting
big
to.
time.
They're starting
We're we're ambassadors for Fab Speed now.
So I think we should do like the vendors we work with.
We should. Fab Speed and Dundon's been great too. Porsche, a couple Porsche partners. I just put on. Maybe we talk about that next time.
Yeah.
The Sport Cup titanium
Exhaust.
center pipe.
Yeah, we
on
got
the
a.
992.
We should do an exhaust episode.
Yeah, because it sounds better than I had a valve, and since we're ambassadors for Fab Speed, they sent us some stuff.
Swag.
Yeah, and some swag. So, yeah, thank you to all of them, and until next time, appreciate it. Thanks for watching.